Hello, YouTube. Welcome. I hope you guys are okay and thriving and doing well. Most people probably got absolutely fisted last week. Sorry for the foul language, but yep, I think everyone did. And if you ended up break even or up last week, holy shit, congrats, because that is insane. Yeah, most people got destroyed. So yeah, and you know what's more concerning is like I've seen so many people on Twitter and in other discords, like they don't have a clue what's going on. They're saying, "Oh my god, what on earth was this big candle?" Or "Why is it just like hit my stop loss like 3 times?" Or fucking I don't know, some bullshit stuff. They don't have a clue what's going on. Like I've said this so many times. It's kind of satisfying to watch those people get absolutely destroyed. I kind of do like it. Um, yeah, I know. I need to tell them like if you're a trader, it's like let me try and think of a fucking reason, like a analogy. Mm, can't think of one. Great, but like, how can you be a trader? Right? What impacts the markets the most? Like, not just in trends and stuff like that, but sharp moves that can fuck you up. What is the cause of that? It's economic releases like fundamental releases, fucking NFP, inflation, interest, and that stuff. And then politics, like geopolitics, like big figures in the world, like, I don't know, the UK government or fucking Trump, for example. People know that Trump moves the markets. So why on earth do you not stay on top of it? It's not like, well, for example, me, compared to like Raheem, who's in here and does a bunch of economic stuff for us, he's switched on. He knows exactly what's going on and what affects what, and it's like a big spider web of all these different things that affect each other. I don't have a clue. I'm pretty dumb with the economic stuff compared to like him, for example. But I read the news each morning. I know what's happening during the week and whatever, and that's it. All I have to do is literally open Yahoo Finance, which is a free one. There's no excuse for any of you guys. Yahoo Finance, you don't have to pay for it, which is why I use it, because I ain't paying for fucking Bloomberg or something. I literally read it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the morning on the way to work, school, whatever you can do it. And that's it. Just literally have a quick scan. Like, okay, this is releasing. Okay, that released yesterday. The markets for next week, and it just says, okay, we've got this look out for, this look out for. Just be aware of it. Because right now, obviously, we've got fucking, I don't want to get demonetized for saying these fucking things, but you got the Israel, the Palestine, you got, I think it's Lebanon. Who else is there? Everyone's scrapping at the minute. It's all the fucking Middle East dudes and America. I think I saw it before, like there was a drone strike. I think the US did a drone strike on someone. I didn't read it though. But anyway, there's all that shit. Then you've got like the potential like Taiwan, China shit. You've got China and Russia teaming up. You've got Russia and Ukraine. Um, there's tensions between the US and the entire world. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. So all you need to do is literally go, okay, I'm a trader, which means I should be keeping up with what happens in the world because that is what affects the market. That's what runs the markets. I just spend 5 minutes in the morning just reading the news because, to be fair, or don't just get absolutely screwed. Because I do enjoy seeing these people on Twitter get absolutely roasted, spit roasted. Just yeah, from moves like this. Oh, I forgot to set a stop loss. Bam! Yeah, take that, bitch. Anyway, yeah, that's my little rant. So please stay on top of it. And for example, how many of you guys? Well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna. Next week is gonna be mayhem. Monday, I wouldn't really touch, because the US have just implemented tariffs on like 150 fucking countries, or something ridiculous like that. We've already seen China retaliate pretty damn fast, very very haste, which is, I don't know if they've made a mistake there, being the first ones and doing it that fast, or if they've got some plan. But either way, we're going to see a lot of, well, almost every single country is going to want to have talks with the US to try and figure out a deal, because that's the main thing. People don't know if Trump is using these tariffs to actually bring in an income and reduce the trade imbalance, and Obviously, he wants to get rid of fucking taxes as well and replace it with the tariffs. Is he doing it for that? Yeah, forcing a cut. Or is he doing this as a bargaining tool because people know he's serious? So instead, he goes, right, 30% tariff, and they go, no, 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 no. Instead, we'll do this, and we'll give you extra this, and we'll do this. Like the Mexico. Mexico was the first one I think he did, and instantly they said, no, 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 no. A few days later, Mexico had 10,000. They put 10,000 soldiers on the border. That was like the deal. They put 10,000 soldiers on the border and said, yeah, no, no, we'll help with like the immigration stuff and da-da-da-da, we'll do this. They shit themselves, basically. And then US won because now they don't have to care about their borders as much and stuff like that. So they could just be doing it as a bargaining tool for everything. But either way, next week, we're going to see almost every single country want to have talks with the US and work something out. Or we're going to see a bunch of countries put retaliatory tariffs. Fucking hell, that's a fun one. Retaliatory tariffs. That one. Or I guess it's just reciprocal tariffs. Yeah. I don't know if retaliatory. Yeah, I think that's the right one. But anyway, next week is going to be very unpredictable because as soon as like one of those meetings gets announced, market goes crazy. Anyway, Monday is going to be a bit hectic, so not too sure. I'd rather not take a trade on Monday unless it's a very quick, very nice trade. But Tuesday, I reckon will be the only decent one because we don't have news on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are pretty heavy news-wise. And then on top of that, the tariffs and stuff, I don't know. But anyway, yes. Do the news run the market or the people that trade based on the news? Nah, well, I guess it's the same thing. I guess it's the exact same thing. It's just supply and demand. If gold gaps up on open, I'm going to cry. Oh, no. Why? Is this, I think this is James, isn't it? Yeah, it's James, yeah. Thank you for saying hey after Leon ignored me. Sorry, Lytix. Hello, Lytix, and hello. Clave, I'm guessing that's how I say your name. I've still not worked it out. Clave. Does that you mean you're German? And your name's Clave? Got a sell limit on one of my accounts and didn't put a stop. Is that a funded account? Or is that like a personal? Because if that's a funded, I wish you the best of luck. Oof. That doesn't sound too fun. Right. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, gold took a hit. So let's quickly go Friday, gold dumps, DXY pumps. Which means, I mean, stocks could have done either. Okay, so it's just strong dollar on Friday. Hella strong dollar. Thursday was shit. Friday was strong. Which is interesting how we kind of switched. Because Thursday was weak gold. Stocks was weak. Which means strong dollar. But it wasn't. It was weak dollar. Which is kind of interesting. Because then that doesn't make sense. Because that means there was just absolute bullshit. Because stocks and gold can't go... Yeah, I know. Hey, that's bullshit. But Friday made sense. We saw a strong dollar. So yeah, Thursday was just... I don't really know what happened. So if you traded Thursday... Basically, if you see... So there's two options. For those that don't know, like risk on, risk off, US dollar. You have gold, you have stocks, and you have the dollar. That's stocks, and that's gold. If you see gold and stocks up, then that means it's dollar driven. So that means this must be down. And same if these are both down, that means this must be up. If you see gold and stocks doing the opposite, then that means we've got risk on or risk off. And it doesn't really matter what the dollar is doing. But if you see all three of these doing the same thing, probably don't trade. That's like the very, very basics. And that's really all you need to know. So like these, I always have these three on one chart. So I'll have like, I mean, I've upgraded to the premium now, so I can have 4 charts on one thing. So I feel like a fucking trading expert now. But that's like the very basics that you guys kind of need to know. So when you see these three doing the same direction, doesn't really, yeah, don't touch it. But we'll get into some actual analysis now. I feel like this call is kind of going to be a bit pointless because I'm going to do all this analysis and yeah, then it's just going to fucking open weird, or it's going to take 3 weeks to get to these levels. So let's Euro Aussie. These are the only two levels I have really, unless you want to go for these weird little intro levels, but I'm not exactly a fan. That's it. That is my analysis in Euro Aussie. Yeah, there's nothing else much, to be honest. Break retest. Obviously, we can move this round and go for this more aggressive fib. But again, unless you're hopping over to the 4 hour, want to go for these little tiny ass levels, for that, sure. But yeah, no, I don't really see anything there. Is that fib valid? I highly doubt it. Yeah, no. So I don't see anything for Euro Aussie really. I'm just going to delete these and just wait and see what happens. I may as well delete the fib and just wait for it. Big 38. Big 38. Oh, we're going, oh shit, we're going big. Oh fuck, we're going big. Okay, that is a big fib. Okay, fair enough. Talk to you in. I'll allow that. Yeah, okay, I'll allow that. We see that. Nice. Okay, so we do have a zone. Thanks, Tux, for that. I always forget to draw the big fibs. But okay, we got a break retest. That's nice. Let's pin a little alert. Your NZD. Baby fib. BB fib. Your NZD. So sells, that's the only sell I have. I don't really see anything else. And it's not looking too different compared to EA, to be honest. I'll remember to draw the big fib. These are all the levels I have, all the daily levels. There is nothing. Yes, there is. There's one more I see right there. Little bastard almost got away with that. You know what? Let's start off with the big fib, just for you, Tux. That one, don't know if that's going to be valid. Yep. That lines up with nothing. So now we go to the more degenerate fib, which I don't... 61, 50, not too bothered about them right now. 38, nice. 61, okay, chilling. So this is 100% a zone. However, it's a little bastard of a zone because we have that level, break retest level just after it. So this is shit. How are people managing this? Because if you do go for this, I'm guessing that next zone is pretty close, or is it not? Yeah, that's shit. That's shit. Yeah, that's really shit. So yeah, then I'd rather use this as alignment. I'd rather use this zone as alignment and go for example, EA. But again, you've got the exact same scenario here, I'm guessing. With, let's say we enter a tiny bit above. 50 stop loss is pretty much bang on that next break retest. So it's again, shit. So I'm hoping we have GA or GN also with a break retest that isn't as scuffed as this. Because they're both pretty damn bad. So I'd just have to go for the... Unless these align, then I'll go for the top one, potentially. Especially if we have like timing or something like that. Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. But again, it's not exactly the nicest. So yeah, we have EN and EA buys for the break retest. GA, smoked. I don't know if any of these worked. I'm not too bothered. We don't need to go back and have a look. But next zones, if anyone has any different analysis or you want to send in your stuff as well whilst I'm going through these, you're more than welcome to. We have a few levels here, some nice ones. Here. Fat long-term break retest. Okay. We do have two interesting levels here, which yeah, they're okay. But we'll see how price gets to them. Okay, we've already done that, so I wouldn't really go for that second one, to be honest. all these levels are a bit shit, to be honest. I don't really like any of them. This break retest is awkward because of that, and I don't really like that as a break retest anyway. It is good, 150 pips, so I guess I'll have to keep an eye out on that. Let's have a look at the fib. I'll make sure to draw the big fib. I don't want to go bigger than that, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, I'm not actually interested in anything here. That is the fib. 38. That is fucking ugly. I'd rather just go for that 61. That makes more sense to me. So yeah, that is valid. We do have that retest. I think I would give that a go if we have alignment. Because I feel like this is going to align with all the other retests. So that is probably the nicest so far. Let's have a look at yours, Tux. Damn. Okay. This is GA. Your GA looks different. Yeah, I have that wick, you don't. That's interesting. Oh, am I? That doesn't work, does it? Yeah, that's a little awkward. Why, weekly? Oh, fuck, I didn't even look at that. Oh, shit, guess what? It lines up, bang up, clipped. Wow, okay, I see how it is. It's alright. I see how it is. Okay, I mean, that lines up fucking perfectly with that anyway, so you're the melon, because I was already looking at it, so sucks to be you. That's nice. I like that. With that weekly break retest, it kind of does make sense. I mean, that is fucking... I mean, it's more of a monthly break retest. Fucking hell, let's take a monthly setup. Could be a little... That's not 23, realistically. No, it's not. GN, this is a shit live stream, this, isn't it? Everything is fucking boring. Let's look at some GN levels. Jesus. Right. Your band. Cheers, Tux. I appreciate the support. Oh. I appreciate the support. Thank you, man. I'm playing. We have this. We have this. Nothing really of interest in between. You could go for that little incher. I mean, I'll mark it out and just see, but I'm not a huge fan. That first one's been done. Yeah, no, I don't really care about that incher, to be honest. I will get rid of it. This is going to be an interesting one because GN's going to tap these retests before anything else. So we'll see if GN leads a pack because EA, EN, and GA are all fairly similar. EA has to push a little bit further, but GN is way closer. So we'll see if we see a reaction off of GN and then these decide to fuck off, because if we do see that reaction off GN, we'll most likely just see a move from nowhere. So we'll see. I doubt it, but it could happen. So we'll see. Enoch, sorry, I did see that the picture you sent in, but then I forgot to click on it, so that's my bad. You resent the picture. Leon's Furniture. That's it. I respect that. You know what? That's a beautiful chart. I can't say anything else. Leon's Furniture is doing really well. Fucking beautiful chart. See, levels are so fucking awkward on stocks. But I mean, that's not a bad level. Huh. Be interesting to... I wonder how nice just levels work in general on stocks. Like if we go to Leon's Furniture, for example, let's do a little detour. Leon's Furniture. We're gonna. Oh fuck. Fuck, what are you on there? Weekly. Damn, yours looks better than mine. Leon's Furniture. You were using that one. Boom. Okay. So daily is a bit shit, but if we go like let's just go back and draw some levels. No, you know what? I can't be asked back testing it, but let's how well does it respect? Let's just fucking go here, for example. Break retest. Respected. And you have this general level-ish. Got bummed. Then we have these. That is shit. That worked. And then you have this break retest, which technically worked. None of these are too nice. I wouldn't look for any of those buys. They're just, there's no significant level there. That's a nice break retest. Worked. Go for that break. Oh shit, that break retest worked really nice. Wouldn't really look for these for buys. We can delete it. To be fair, it's not too bad. This is obviously weekly levels, but it's not amazing. It's like right now, yeah, to be fair, you got 1, 2. You could maybe look at that. And then you got like this big retest area. That one worked. And we'll see if that holds or if it taps into this. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I guess for like long term, just general holds, obviously I wouldn't probably take, I don't know. I feel like trading this would be fucking boring. Like getting into like little swing holds will be pretty fun. Just even to the next fib. Oh, that's literally what you've done. You've targeted the next fib. Entered at a 60, targeting the 50. That's an 8%. Oh, that's... Ooh, okay. You know what? I should actually open a little... I already have a stocks account, but I should put some money in there and just try it. Could be fun. I also want to do a fundamentals play because to help with the fundamentals and shit, because slowly learning. I mean, my focus has been elsewhere at the minute, so I've not been like putting a shit ton of focus into it, but to help me push with like my fundamental knowledge and stuff, I do want to create a fundamental account where I just take fundamental plays based on shit, basically. Spot moves, not bad if you got a lot of capital. Yeah, fucking hell yeah, of course. A lot of capital. But yeah, I might do the fundamental plays thing soon and just document it and let you guys watch the growth or fucking decline. But when I just need a little bit more time because I'm a little bit busy at the minute. GN. So let's have a fucking look. Big fib. Doing this one for you, Tux. No, I'm not. Never mind. Not drawing the big fib because all of those are pretty damn forced. I'm just going to look at recent price action. I'd say from here, I don't really want to... Yeah, then that shit. I'd more go from here, to be honest. Can't go from that. That's valid. There we go. That's all I'm looking at, really. 38 is nice. I'm not a massive fan of how much it pushed down and closed here. I guess it still is a 150 pip move, but either way, I'm not going to be taking that because it's most likely going to tap overnight, Monday morning type thing. So I probably won't take a trade tomorrow, depending on how market opens and how market reacts to the China tariffs. Because then, depending on how we react to that, we'll most likely see a bit of a repeat of that over the week when other countries go bam. Is there like a deadline again? China are putting tariffs on April 10th. So that's when the tariffs start. So I'm guessing they'll talk before then, which is Thursday. Because obviously it gets to then they'll have to do all the shit. So it'll be before Thursday. So yeah, exactly. It's going to be hectic this week. Yeah, it's going to be shit. And especially if like other countries, because I'm guessing it's not going to be just China that go, yeah, fuck you, US. You ain't bumming us that easy. Because I doubt the US is going to be able to go, right, we're putting a 50% tariff on your country, and they're not going to say anything. Of course, they're all going to want to sort a deal or put a tariff, if they're aggressive, put tariffs back on the US. So there's going to be they're going to be scared, but even so, like, when they started with Canada and Mexico were the biggest pussies, but they still had multiple meetings, and every single meeting made the markets go crazy. And it was only Mexico. When it's like with the fucking EU and UK and big countries, then it's going to be some big moves. So I don't know. And obviously some of them are going to be just out of nowhere. Because like it's not like it's planned that China's been going to fucking put retaliatory tariffs back on the US. It was just out of nowhere. Markets go bam. Some countries already got a deal no one wants to get left behind. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, GN38 is nice, so yes, that is nice. GJ. GJ has actually been like one of my best pairs this year so far. I know a lot of people have had trouble with it, but I don't think I've lost on GJ yet. I think I've taken three trades on GJ. Obviously, I'm still a bit more conservative than everyone else. I think I've so far taken 10 trades this year. With how many? 10. 11 trading weeks I've had and 10 trades. Yeah. January was a bit slow, to be fair. But it's been good. GJ would have smoked me on Friday. I got saved that I wasn't home. Same for you, Tux. Okay. Yeah, GJ's been nice. So, what we're looking at now, these buys don't interest me. That's a no. This break retest, I'm not going to go for that, obviously, because it's going to be too soon. This is potential. I do like that. EMAs are a bit of a bastard, but I don't know. Not as fussed about the EMAs, but they are there. It doesn't even line up with fib, so I think I would go for this. This is a wide ass zone, but if we saw no reaction here, I would go for the EMAs. I know that's a bit of a weird one, but I would go for something like that. So as long as we see a deep push past this and a tap into here, I would go for it. Obviously, if we see a reaction from this and then a move, nah. So if we see 30 from here, if it's a 20, chilling. If it's 30 or more from like here, so if it does 30 from here, I'm not going for it. But if we see a deep push, then yeah, I'll go for it. So that is kind of nice, because then that means we would have done a, oh, that's not very nice, almost 500. But yeah, depends if it's going to tap tomorrow morning type thing. So that I like. I do like that. I like a lot. So yeah, GJ, nice sells. I'm interested in, not nice, but it's not bad. Let's see, Tux. Why too messy, want a breach? That is that a 4 hour? What's that? 4 hour. Okay, I was gonna say that's confusing me a little bit there. Yeah, Fairs. Day 8 fib, would you go for that? Like if that hit tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Time and alignment. Okay. Fairs. So like, let's say 8 a.m. GJ and UJ are at this level. I don't know. I feel like taking a trade tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. Okay, yeah, tomorrow afternoon. Fair. Yeah, fair. But I think it just depends on how market opens as well, to be fair. That's the main thing. But I think tomorrow I will try to be a little bit reserved until preferably the afternoon. But yeah, nice. So yeah, that is that. So I'm mainly looking at this. I'm not massively focused on that intra. Yeah. I think, yeah, this analysis is going to be a bit shit because we're most likely just going to see some stupid moves overnight anyway. COT data is longer going on stocks, by the way. I mean, it'd be stupid for them not to be long, wouldn't it? Yeah. UJ. Fuck. I feel like I should have probably done this live stream tomorrow instead, because we don't have a clue. Basically a discount. Yeah. I mean, if you want to start investing and you haven't started yet, now it is the fucking golden time. Like, if you guys have like 500 or $1,000, I don't know, $2,000 sat there, obviously don't just dump it all in right now, but like split it into like 4. So if you've got 1,000, split it into 250 and do 250 this week, next week, week after. That's how I'd do it. And start investing right now, because literally in 2 months' time, you'll most likely be up. Okay. Dollar cost averaging beats buy the dip all day. Yeah, I mean, buy the dip is kind of averaging. Because like it depends, like people can define a dip. Because it's like for this, I mean, it's hard to define a dip, I guess. Like every 5% drop you buy type thing. So it's pushing, 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 drops by 3%. Okay, so you make a rule. Every time price is down by 3%, you buy. And people have it like on fucking automatic. That's how they do it. Even if you bought every dip perfect, you're still better off with dollar. I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends how you buy the dip. But yeah. I get your point. But yeah, it's a lot safer for averaging, because a lot of people, especially people that don't have knowledge about the markets, they'll go, oh yeah, I want to start investing. I have 10 grand. What can I buy? And they'll just go, bam, 10 grand Apple stocks. And then the next day they'll be down 5%. They'll be like, holy shit. Blah, blah, blah. You don't just fucking buy it all in one go. That's, yeah. Especially if you're not going to look at the technicals and the fundamentals behind it all, and the fucking company P ratios and all that shit. Just averaging. Okay, UJ. I'm not even going to mark those out, to be honest, because yeah, we're most likely not going to see that. That's a little bit annoying. I guess you could go for that. Okay, that's the sexiest setup we have this week. Hell yeah. That's if we get there. Won't be surprised. Small fib. Yeah. I got the little baby fib, don't worry. Yeah, I feel like this live stream's just a bit of a piss around, to be honest, because I don't know what we're going to see next week. Break retest, it's kind of fucked for me, to be honest. I'll keep it there, but I think it's a bit fucked. I think I'd rather wait for that one. No small. This. Smaller fib. What? Oh, yeah, talking about this. Yeah, I'm not arsed about drawing that, to be honest, because I don't know. I don't think we're going to see this with decent price action. I feel by the sounds of it, Trump put a shit ton of tariffs on every single country, and the first countries retaliated over the weekend. I don't know. I think people are like, oh shit, the first one has fucking cracked down. Market open, everyone's like, oh shit, it is about to fucking go down. Because the first one has retaliated. What are the fucking others gonna do? Because there's a fucking 150 of them. So prepare yourselves. So everyone's probably gonna shit themselves at market open on Monday. So yeah, I don't think I'd be willing to take a trade. But can I just say, yeah, I think Monday's a no-go. Actually, no, I'll just say that in a second. It's gold. GU, first break retest is probably a goner. I don't know. We'll just have to see how market opens. Probably a goner. The second one, yeah. Has anyone gotten rid of GU yet? Because this little bastard has been a bastard for a while. There's not been a single trade all month, unless you went for some risky shit. I feel like it's very, very boring. GU is a little bit depressing. Another few weeks. I guess there's no harm keeping it there, but honestly, like, my list of pairs is kind of spot on. Like, I really do like it. Apart from GU. GU is the only one that's fucking weird. Yeah, I think, you know what I'd rather do? I think I'd rather get rid of GU and add like oil, or maybe even silver. But I'm not trading I'm only trading gold 1 hour really at the minute. See, the thing is, like, I don't know. I think I need to kind of think about my gold plan, because I've kind of scrapped off gold daily and gold 4 hour because I've been confusing the setups and the levels, and I don't want to go, oh, that shit, that's a 1 hour level, but it's also a 4 hour level. So do I treat it as a 4 hour level or a 1 hour level? You know what I mean? And like, for example, let's say this didn't have the fib, right? That's a valid 4 hour trade for me. Okay, I mean, it's a bit aggressive right now, but let's say it was nicer. That's a valid 4 hour trade. You've got the break retest and the EMA. That's nice. But if I go down to the hourly and it doesn't have the fib, it's not valid for me. So it's a bit of a difficult one, like trying to mix the time frames because the different conferences based on the time frame. So I'd need to find consistency across gold and silver. Obviously, I don't think I trade silver 1 hour, but 4 hour, probably. Yeah, always take the highest time frame. Yeah. But I need to define my I know which conferences to take, but I just need to write it down because with the 1 hour, I don't give a shit about EMAs or even trend lines or anything. It's literally just a clean breach or a fib. Whereas the 4 hour, I'll trade EMAs, maybe trend line if there's a trend line. I mean, that's only it. Alignment. But then I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's wrong. Don't you think? I don't know. Because why am I looking at 4 hour EMAs, but I'd literally drop a time frame and now I don't look at EMAs. You get what I mean? It's a bit, I feel like I'm cheating or doing it wrong. I don't know, but I know I'm not. If I would have done that, I would have caught gold last week. Take highest time frame. Yeah. And if an hourly setup comes into one of them, I'll discard the hourly. Yeah, that's what I will do. Or just look at daily 1 hour. I honestly don't like the daily. First of all, you're waiting fucking ages to get a setup. That break retest was clean. You're waiting ages to get a setup. And I don't really like having a fucking 100 pip stop loss. Because like, let's say for this break retest, for example, you enter just above the break retest. Gold 60. That's 60 pips. Hell no. This like wick zone is 80 alone. I want to be giving this like somewhere around there. Maybe 90. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think like, I don't know. I know that's technically worked in 30 minutes. But I just don't like the idea of giving a fat ass stop loss, take profit type thing. So I'd rather just stick to the 4 hour. I don't know. I think the lower time frame price action on gold is way nicer. Like the hourly, holy shit, it's clean. I don't want to go any lower, but the hourly time frame, I think personally, it looks really clean. It's super easy to spot levels, and it's so obvious. The setups are so obvious. And like when we're talking about breach of levels and stuff, a lot of people get confused, but for me, like it's so clear, like super clear. So I kind of just want to stick to the 1 hour. And to be fair, I'm getting more setups on the 1 hour time frame than I am on 4 hour and daily combined. But then if I introduce silver, do I trade silver 1 hour? Because surely I want to maintain that consistency across gold and silver. Or do I not and then only trade 4 hour? But then I'm trading silver 4 hour, gold 1 hour. That's... do you drop down to the... Yeah. Majority of the time, yeah. Because a breach... So... See, some of the guys at FXC, I don't know, they all have different opinions of what a breach is and what it isn't. So, I mean, let's get an example. That price action is crazy. So let's just go like, I don't know. I don't know what example to do here. But let's say, okay, this level, a breach. So,
I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go to the beach and...
Bro, I thought someone was talking. It was just a lo-fi radio. That's crazy. Thought someone was asking me a question. So a breach to me is if this does a reaction of 40 pips, 30, 40 pips, not 30, probably 40, and then breaches, that's a reaction done to me. I don't care if it would have hit my take profit or not, because yeah, my take profit is 60, but someone else was explaining it as if like, well, if you took that trade, it wouldn't have worked, so that's a breach. The market doesn't give a shit if you hit stop loss or take profit. This is my opinion. Market doesn't give a shit if you hit take profit or stop loss, or if your trade won't hit take profit. It doesn't care. If the level worked, the level worked. So if it does 30 on the 1 minute, you count it as a reaction. Yeah, of course. The market, again, the market doesn't give a shit about time frames. It doesn't go, we'll do a reaction on the 1 minute, but on the 4 hour, nah, we won't. If it literally just in simple terms, if it does a reaction, it does a reaction. The same as like on UJ. If UJ right, if UJ misses your trade by 1 pip, like 1 pip, and does a 50 pip reaction and instantly comes back down and taps your entry again, are you taking it? Because I'm not. If that level is just on I don't care how volatile the markets are, if your level is just on a 50 pip reaction and my take profit was 30, it's done a 50 pip reaction. The chance of it coming back down and doing another, just literally, I will go, girl, thank you. If you just think in basic probabilities, right? If a level, this is your zone, price come down, does 50, what is the chances of price coming down and doing another 50, and then price coming down and doing another 50? Surely over time that probability is lower and lower and lower. Like, the whole point of this strategy is to build up confidences so we have the most probable zones. So for example, okay, you have a level, okay, what's the chance of giving it a pullback? 60%. You also have an EMA, oh shit, now it's 70%. You also have a fib, oh fuck. So you're stacking these confidences. Now this has like a 80% chance of working because it's got this, it's got this, it's got this. Oh shit, we have a psychological level. Now this, the probabilities of this level providing just a pullback is even higher. So it does the pullback. Now what? Did the probabilities get higher because it's done one pullback? No, I don't think so. If you look at it in like terms of buyers and sellers, like there's exhaustion. Like once a level is used, it's used. The chances of it doing a bigger pullback is lesser and lesser, unless the pullback gets bigger and bigger. So if it does do another pullback and the pullback's even bigger, then to me, we've tapped it once on a reaction, tapped it twice on an even bigger reaction. You can obviously see the trend there. But I don't know, it's just like basic probabilities. Sorry for the rant, but it's just like I don't know if that's the right way to think about it, but I'm guessing so, considering the markets are just algorithms, maths. Yeah, Seb does do it like me, because that was like the first question I asked him when we started the mentorship thing, is because I saw a lot of people were very confused about that. And for example, like some people would look at tiny levels like this and they're like, oh well, yeah, it's a level's a level. And I was saying, like, surely this would be stronger than this, because if you just look at it statistically, we've had a 200 pip move into the level and it's provided 350 pips. This one has done an 80 pip and provided 200 pips. Now the one with if you think about it, right, how many sellers are in this? By the looks of it, not many. How many sellers are in this? A fuck ton. Look at the size of that candle. There is a shit ton of selling pressure. Okay, so you've got barely any selling pressure in this and it's done a reaction. But you've got a shit ton of selling pressure and it's done a reaction. Which level provided more which level required more buyers in order to bounce? Obviously this one, because look at the amount of sellers and we still did a reaction. Then surely this level is technically stronger than this because it required more buyers in the market to push it the opposite direction. But that's just obviously common sense and just thinking about it in like buyers versus sellers probabilities, this against that. And that is how the market works. It's supply and demand, buyers against sellers, probabilities, algorithms, numbers. So you've got to think how the market works, and it's not like technically it wouldn't have hit my take profit, so I'm going to go for it again. The market does not give a shit. Like, it's all maths. That's it. Just all numbers. So you got to think in numbers and just basic probabilities. That's it. So that's like how my mind works, with like misses and levels and zones and size of levels and the size of the move in versus the move out and all these different things. My mind is constantly just going, right, probability, like what's the percentage chance? That's all I think about. So when I go like move in, move out, and oh shit, is it a miss? I don't go, right, let me think back to my rules and go, well, it's missed by 1 and it's done a 15 reaction. So technically, according to my rules, it's a cancel. I just look at it as like, if we literally just look at this, and think about probabilities right now, based on this price action, we've missed the zone by a few pips, done a reaction, come back up, missed the zone by a few pips, done a reaction. What's the chance of it now actually having a nice move in and doing reaction? Probably a lot less. Just basic common sense, probably a lot less compared to if we had a clean breach, big ass move in, and that was it. I think all of us would agree that this would be a lot nicer. Because for obvious reasons. And I think it did actually work. No, it didn't. Never mind. The level provided a pullback, 50, but it didn't work. So obviously the cleaner scenario was clean breach, had a clean breach done, and then a clean move in. But I don't go, oh shit, technically my missed rules, I should still take this trade. I just look at it and think about it fucking logically. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not. But that's just like the way my mind works and the way I kind of look at things. And that's why sometimes when I know some people ask questions about like, why would you class this as a miss or why wouldn't you go for that level? I couldn't give you like a definitive answer. It's just, I look at it and that makes sense to me because I always think about probabilities and that's subjective. I can't like teach you guys to, I guess, learn the probabilities. It's just common sense or not common sense. That it doesn't miss don't make sense for me. What do you mean, sorry? Fuck me, my mouth is dry. That was a lot of talking. That was too much talking. This would be a miss for me. Probably same here, yeah. Probably the same. I don't know. This one's a tough one. I think it depends on market conditions. It's hard to just say based on this. But I would, yeah. I think this would be a miss for me. Have I seen this? No. Gold against silver on the weekly. I've never seen this, no. I know that gold and silver should have like so when this like the shit, I can't remember what it talks about, but basically like the value between gold and silver should be like, for example, 30x, and it should always stay between a ratio. Like gold is that ratio to silver. Oh yeah, I mean there you go. I mean, yeah, I always see that it's meant to stay within a certain ratio. I don't know what it is though. See you later, Enoch. Sorry about that rant. No, not that. No, not let me open it. XAU, XAG. What is the ratio? Because I swear, let's just look at the chart. We can work it out, I guess. It should be sideways, right? Fairly sideways, yeah. Ah, I think it definitely will. What? Wait, what are you looking at? Weekly. Oh, I'm back testing, dickhead. Ah, hello. Yeah, I see that. I doubt it'll mess up alignment. I highly doubt it. Because look, it's not been that far. 2020, I mean, I don't really remember looking at alignment, so I couldn't actually say, to be fair. But I mean, potentially it'd be good to track, see. Yeah, it'd be good to see and just see what happens. But I mean, to be fair, anyway, silver and gold, like sometimes they'll align, it'll be nice, sometimes they won't. No, it's yeah, it's I don't know, it's hit and miss, to be honest. But anyway, that is pretty much the analysis. So it's not too good. It's not that good, to be honest. Sorry, but yeah, we're just going to see how the markets move, how the markets open, and see what's what, really. And please, if you guys haven't, just download like Yahoo Finance, or just I don't know, just stay up to date with Twitter. I can send you. I have a Twitter list that I use if anyone's interested, and just have a little scroll. So I have. I mean, it's right on my homepage. Here we go. Macro news. It's literally just a little Twitter list of most guys that post about fundamentals and shit. Vietnam has offered to remove all tariffs on US imports after. Oh, there you go. So there's another deal. There you go. Taiwan has offered 0 tariffs as the basis for talks. There you go. There's another deal. There we go. We're already seeing it. Oh, there we go. EU agreed on initial countermeasures targeting 28 billion worth of imports from the US. There we go. So this is what I mean. Like, is the US either way? It's a win-win for the US type thing. Not really, but it kind of is. Because if the tariffs, if they don't do, like, if these countries don't retaliate and put tariffs back on the US, then well done. They've just made a bit of money. Made money, kind of, then technically got inflation and all that shit for the US customers because they're going to be paying the fucking increase in prices. But if not, and they work out a deal, here you go. Taiwan offered 0 tariffs. GG for the US. They've just saved a shit ton of money. Vietnam has just offered to remove all tariffs. GG. They just made a shit ton of money. Like, it is. I feel like what Trump is doing is, it's like very, very hit or miss. Like, he's taking a big risk and he's getting a shit ton of hate, short-term hate. But if it works, he will be known as one of the best presidents of all time, like, economically, who helped the US with this. Yeah, fuck me. He's been in it for ages. So, but if it doesn't work, people will hate him. And there's a lot higher chance of it not working than working. But I feel like he's very fucking smart. People who, like, I don't know, if you try and look behind, like, the smoky mirror. He's playing big boy chess, he is. People are saying, oh, he's fucking stupid and he's messing up this. Nah, I don't think so. I think he is fucking genius. You think he doesn't know what he's doing? I think he's meticulously planned this for the past 10 years. And if it works, holy shit, he will be, yeah, crazy. Either way, people hate him. It's worth giving it a go. So I think, if anything, yeah. I mean, if you just look, like, before Trump was in power and he's doing all this shit, everyone knew that, like, oh, US dollar was fucking devaluing and all that shit. Obviously, US dollar was it was gonna take years and years for the US dollar to not be, like, the main currency that people trade with. But people knew that the US was kind of getting mocked a little bit, and the US dollar wasn't as strong, and the economy, I guess the economy is going up, but from an outside perspective, the US wasn't growing as fast as it should be, and it was kind of on a decline. There was more talk about, like, BRICS and Russia and China creating its own currency. Then the EU has been pushing up. The US have been basically, like, falling off the edge a little bit. Not crazy, but they've slowed down for sure. And without any crazy change, imagine if Kamala came into play. Fuck me, Biden did. I can't really talk on this. Again, I'm one of the 20-year-olds who think I know better than him, but I know I don't know better than him. I'm just talking shit. But by the looks of it, I don't think Biden really did much, right? And if Kamala came into play, she was just fucking woke, LGBT, like, puppet, weird. I've not got anything against the fucking people, but she was just basically a puppet. Like, her speeches were fucking cringe. Like, she said the exact same, but I could not stand her at all. It was funny how, like, when she went to different areas, she put on different accents and stuff like that. Fucking hell. Imagine your country being ran by someone like that. It's crazy. Yeah, the video of her pretending to be on the phone. Fucking Biden falling up the stairs, falling everywhere, falling asleep. Fuck me. Compared to, obviously, Trump, you can kind of compare him to Tate. Like, Andrew Tate, like, obviously he had some, like, very good things, and some of the things he said were, like, yeah, locked in, like, good stuff. But then you had the fucking, where he called, like, women bitches and all that stuff and hated gays. That side of him was a bit, yeah, like, Andrew Tate could have been, like, such a fucking, like, role model and, like, a guy that actually people could look up to and a really like massive had a positive impact on the space, basically. Like one of the, like basically like a Goggins. Tate could have been like the next Goggins times 10. But because of the controversial side of him, yeah, I know that's how he sold himself, but that's where he fucked up on it. I feel like Trump is kind of similar, like not as bad, but yeah, anyway, sorry, fucking hell. That was a rant. But anyway, I think what Trump is doing is kind of smart. Short term, it's a bit of a fucking risk, but someone's got to take that risk. Who was the last president that took a risk this big? I think it's worth it. Because if it does, exactly, no risk reward. I think if this does play out for the US, holy shit, they will have the fucking global dominance for at least another 50 years. But yeah. Anyway. Shit me, my mouth is dry as shit. Exciting times. Yeah. And I think it's good that we all get to experience it as well. Especially as traders. I think now is the time for you guys to actually kind of be educated on this. Like, just try and learn. I mean, I can't say anything because I'm slowly learning, probably not as much as I should, but just try and stay up to date with it and just try and keep track. Because right now, during these crazy volatile times, you should be journaling as much as possible. Because, for example, like the fucking 2008 stock crash, like those guys know exactly. Well, I mean, they lived through it. They know how it happened, what to look out for, how to react if the market does do something like that. So next time we have another fucking president in power who's a bit crazy, you can go, yeah, don't worry. I remember the last time. I'm not getting fucked again. He did this. You know exactly how to deal with it. It's like when Trump came into power, most people were like, I don't have a fucking clue what was going to happen because I wasn't here last time for the last president inauguration. Whereas now you guys were here, you saw what the markets did. So next time someone's inaugurated, you know, yeah, I've got this under control. Don't worry. I know exactly what's going to happen. And you can see all the newbies get absolutely bummed and you're there just chilling. So I think it's really good to experience this, even if you guys get absolutely savaged. Yeah, it's good. This is like very good experience. Anyway, yeah. Right, I'm gonna go fuck off. Let's see if I can create some. Didn't even do gold chart. I don't feel like there's much point doing gold charts for this talks. I feel like I'll just wait until tomorrow because we'll see what market does on open. Check daily, it's clean. Let's get rid of this and add some daily shit. I'm guessing you're looking at these. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Here's all my daily levels. Just draw one fib. I will draw one fib. Don't know if that's the right fib. 38, 50, yep. 61, 50. Yeah, there's a few decent levels there, to be fair. Yeah, there's some good levels. Yeah, pretty clean. But yeah, I think I'm mostly gold 1 hour, to be honest. I do really like gold 1 hour. Like, fucking really like it. So I think, to be honest, 4 hour, there's a few extra plays I could be taking. I'll see. I'll try and create a bit of a rough plan. Just how to deal with like 4 hour versus 1 hour setups. Obviously, I'll just take the higher time frame setup. But I don't know, to me, I feel like it's kind of battling that weird shit in my head. Like, on the 4 hour, I will take an EMA and a level, but on the 1 hour, I won't. Like, I feel like that's a bit weird. On obviously all the 1 hour trades, like a level and a fib, level and a breach, I could possibly take that on the 4 hour. I will probably take that. But then, like, why am I taking a level in the EMA on the 4 hour, but not on the 1 hour? I don't know. I feel like I'll be constantly fighting that battle. I know, like, the higher time frame holds more strength, but I don't know. So, anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for hopping in and listening to my little rant for an hour. Hopefully, you should see some rants on the Instagram. So, oh, fuck it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to... No. You stay. Let me do a shameless plug. Shit, why am I typing my own name in? You guys go follow Instagram, okay? You guys go follow Instagram. MCR Trading. Everyone go follow, please. MCR Trading. Here we go. And also... strategies. I'm going to start posting on this. Oh, someone left. Great. That's just great. There we go. I'm going to start posting all 3 of those, so please like, follow, subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for staying and listening to that promo. Appreciate it. Already following. Of course you are, Lytix. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Ricardo. I appreciate it. But on the strategies one, I'm going to be obviously posting marketing stuff. I'm going to get the fucking Instagram changed the template so it looks shit now. But I'm going to start posting about like marketing and stuff on there. Not that you guys are that interested. But MCR Trading, this one. This is where I'll basically be posting a shit ton of content to do with just trading. It won't be like high quality content, but if you guys have any questions, like comments and stuff like that, I'll reply to comments and just talk about it. Like literally like upload 10 videos a day type thing, that type of shit content, but just being completely real, no scripts or anything like that. And then obviously on my account, my personal account, this will where it'd be more like scripted videos and stuff like that. It'll be uploaded on TikTok as well and YouTube. I take so. Oh, almost done with moving into my new house and really want to be active with you guys. Yeah, man. Literally, I mean, I'm trying to put a lot of fucking focus into this at the minute with MCR and the community. We've got some cool little plans. And I'm trying to go ham with my content as well. So if you want to hop in, I'll happily teach you a few things and join the live streams and share your setups and stuff like that. I have seen a few of them. Yeah, I know we trade the same. I see you in all the other servers. Yeah. You're more than welcome to join these live streams and share your charts. If you want to talk and ask questions or share your screen, or like, for example, Tux, he just sends his charts in and we go over his charts and my charts, you're more than welcome to. Because this live stream isn't just like me talking shit for an hour. I want it to be like all of us have a chat about what's going to happen and fuck me, my throat is dry, and just bouncing off each other type thing. Yeah, sounds good.